guys, this is Dyansis Prime. For our procedure list, I'm just going to say I do have about 6 other videos that I need to upload, but this response comes from a question that really got me attention and it made me want to do one before I go to bed. This is question I heard from Dyansis. It was pitched to him by someone else. You'll have to forgive me, I can't remember. I didn't catch the name very well. But it was a very good question. Does the world need Optimus Prime? I'm going to go on record and say that Optimus Prime is, and probably always will be, my #1 favourite Transformer. Peter Cullen will always be to me the voice of Optimus Prime, although Gary Chalk did do a really good job as well. David Kay I tend to associate with Megatron. Not to say he did a bad job, but yeah. Optimus Prime is an icon. He is everything you want from a leader. He is everything you want from a leader character. Peter Cullen is iconic in his voice work of Optimus Prime. I prefer to remember him as Optimus Prime and not Eeyore. Well, it's like Dyansis hit up on a few good points when it was episode 3 of the Headmasters, when he was killed, by the way. You were right. The Birth of Double Convoy, I think it was called. He does tend to get himself killed a lot. Self-sacrifice is the thing about Optimus Prime, and it's something that others seem to be lacking, his successors. Having said that, and taking into account also that he has appeared in every incarnation of the Transformers mythos, I don't think it does need Optimus Prime, despite the fact that, like I've said, is my favourite. I don't think it needs him, and I'm gonna say why. Little show that came 2 years after Headmasters, called Victory. I'm not going to mention Super God Master Force because God Jinrai took the transdector that was meant to be for Optimus Prime upon his resurrection again, which didn't occur. Victory, the only 2 classic G1 characters that Western fans would have recognised were Wheeljack, who was supposed to be dead, and Perceptor. Aside from that, completely different cast. Star Saber, Autobot Supreme Commander, my second favourite Transformer. Not Megatron, Soundwave, Starscream, Jazz, it is Star Saber, because he had that it factor. He had all those qualities that Optimus Prime had, I felt. He had the qualities that guys like Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Fortress Maximus, Jinrai were lacking. He seemed to be the only one that could measure up to the Big O, and that is what set Victory apart. Aside from the unique characters, you had the Breast Force, from Lio Kaiser, excuse me, the Multiforce from Langcross. You had other guys like Star Saber's adopted son Yan, and you had Holly, however you pronounce it. You had Desaurus, the Decepticon Emperor of Destruction, more than just a leader. He was an emperor of destruction. You had Road Caesar, the other Brain Masters. I mean, unique concepts that came in. You didn't need Optimus Prime. There was so much to take on board already. You had the Dynaforce as well. Comedy characters. Ching ching ching, ching ching wee. That's all you're getting from me on that. It was a show that was completely different to any other, which Dyansis made the point: would a Transformers franchise survive? Would it be a moneymaker without Optimus Prime and that? I think Victory proved that it could be. Personally, I would like to see Optimus Prime in some capacity, maybe do a cameo and stuff, but Victory, to a degree Master Force before, and to a lesser degree Headmaster, proved that you don't need Optimus Prime. You have endearing characters and most of the time interesting stories, and there was enough there to keep you occupied. What I would personally like to see, if you want to talk about Optimus cameos, something that happened before he became Optimus Prime, pre-War for Cybertron. Maybe Transformers Prime should have been about the previous Primes, and how Optimus, on a small scale, not dominating the stories, grew to become a commander and all that, and then became Optimus Prime. It should have I think it should shift the focus to, because we don't see many other Primes, except for animated, where Prime was a rank and not a birthright. We don't see many Primes. You see Rodimus. That's it. Only 2 Primes. You see flashes of them. Maybe we should focus more on Zeta Prime, Sentinel Prime, Wackaday Prime, and all the other Primes that that preceded Optimus Prime. Go even further back, showing Optimus and other guys younger, growing and maturing as they prepare themselves for what would become Generation 1. That is what I think. I think that would be a good show. I know Transformers Prime takes place between War for Cybertron and the G1 series or whatever, but why not go even further back and show how they grow in small steps while focusing on a whole new bunch of characters, or old if you want to put it that way, and see how it goes from there. That would be something that would interest me. And yeah, like I said before, Victory proved you don't need Optimus Prime. This is Dazara's Prime, and I will once again say that Optimus Prime is awesome. He is my favourite. Peter Cullen is an iconic voice that will never be replaced. But Transformers could survive without Optimus Prime. I shall see you soon.